Welcome everybody to the South Russell Village Council meeting. Today is Monday, March the 2nd, 2026. Would you all please rise with your hand over your heart and join us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Fiscal officer will take the roll.
Porter.
Here.
Brensel. Here. Bell.
Here.
Berger.
Here.
Canton.
Here.
Kavanaugh is absent.
We have minutes of the February the 14th special council meeting. Any changes or corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Canton, seconded by
Second.
Rensel. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Minutes have passed. We have minutes from the February 16th special council meeting. Any changes or corrections in the special council meeting minutes? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Bell, seconded by Berger. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes have been passed. We have minutes for the February 17th, 2026 regular council meeting. Any changes or corrections in those minutes? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved by Canton, seconded by Porter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes have passed. All right, we have a bunch of visitors here today. We're going to start with Mike Roberto. Mike has been waiting to talk to us since November. So Mike, what we do is we have you stand, you get 5 minutes. I'll stick fingers up when you have 2 minutes left. Introduce yourself, give us your name and address, and then the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it, Americans. I will take less than 5. I will take more like 3, if even that. Thank you for allowing me to come speak to you tonight. My name is Mike Roberto. I live at 131 Overlook Drive in Kent. And so you probably might be wondering, what's the guy from Kent doing here talking to you at your council meeting? And I'm really not here to speak. I'm really here to listen and learn more than anything else. But I thought it would be a good idea to introduce myself to the council, in case you were wondering who's the guy in the blue shirt sitting in the audience. As I mentioned, I'm Mike Roberto. I am running, I should start here. I'm running for the Open State Senate seat in District 27. And Senate District 27 includes all of Portage County, as well as portions of Summit and Geauga County, including right here in South Russell. The Geauga County portion is the village of South Russell, as well as Bainbridge and Auburn Townships. And I just wanted to introduce myself because after 34 years as a teacher, coach, and school administrator, last 5 as superintendent of the Aurora City Schools, as I said, I'm now running for council because I want to continue to build on that 34 years as a public servant. And during that time, I've always found a way to serve in one form or another. In fact, I really learned to lead through serving others. And I believe it's going to be a leadership style that can be effective across District 27 as well as down in Columbus. But I'm also running because I have concerns. Concerns that I suspect I share with many of you. Concerns about education and the erosion of support for our kids who attend public schools. And this isn't really an erosion that I've been witness to personally over the last 20 years. But also concerns about affordability, lack of affordable housing, high property taxes, and the rising cost of food and energy, not to mention cuts to essential services like Medicare and Medicaid. But as I said, I suspect these concerns I share with many of you, but to be sure that is the case, I wanted to be sure that I came to the meeting to get a feel for what's happening, to both the good things, as well as maybe some of the concerns that are happening in the village of South Russell. And I do plan to visit when I can to these meetings, but I wanted to afterwards be sure that I introduce myself in case you'd like to keep lines of communication open. I'll share my contact information with you. So thank you for allowing me a couple minutes to introduce myself.
Thank you
very much.
Our next visitor is going to be appointed as a police officer tonight. And it's another in a long line of successful applications, hunts, and searches. Stephen, we're glad to have you here. Had the pleasure of meeting you, getting to know you, looking through your paperwork. Glad you decided to apply to South Russell. For the family, we will do everything we can to take care of your husband and your dad. Provide him with the best equipment, everything we can to make his career here successful. We take great pride in our police department. As you can see, we got some of them, we got him almost retired, or almost retired officer here. Chief, I'll turn it over to you. You can give the details,
Yep.
and I'll make the appointment.
Thank you, Mayor. Steve Nadal graduated from the Police Academy in 2010. He's been with the Middlefield Police Department for the past 13 years. Steve's also part-time with the Mercy Health System in Youngstown. Steve's qualifications include crisis intervention, firearms instructor, certified armorer and SWAT operator, and also another field training officer. We're fortunate to have quite a few. I'd like to ask the mayor to consider the appointment of Stephen Nadal to the full-time patrolman's position effective March 16th, 2026.
I would like to ask council to approve my appointment of Stephen Nadal as a police officer in South Russell. Do we need a motion?
Motion to confirm the mayor's appointment.
Do we need a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Steve, please come forward.
Sign the book.
Out of the way.
Yes.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Stephen Nadal,
I, Stephen Nadal,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and will faithfully,
faithfully,
honestly, and impartially discharge
and impartially discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of full-time patrol officer
of full-time patrol
in the
officer
village of South Russell
in the village of South Russell,
in Geauga County, Ohio.
in Geauga County, Ohio.
Thank you. Congratulations. On behalf of the chief, his team, this will be your badge,
Thank you, sir.
number 5.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Chief, pictures?
Yep.
Just stay up. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
All right, good. Thanks, Steve. Congratulations, thanks, sir.
Our next visitor is Lynn Kershaw, representative of Red Falls Booster Club.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Lynn Turgeon. I'm the treasurer of the Chagrin Falls Booster Club. I'm coming to ask permission to put a banner in, or by the South Russell Park for our roses, derby, auction and, so forth in May 2nd. So it'd be up from 4/25/26 to 5/2/26. And it follows 36 inches by 179 inches. It's vinyl, it has splits, and so forth. So I just wanted to check with you guys if that would be okay and where you prefer it to be placed at.
Street Commissioner, can you clue her in how we normally do this?
Normally, you just drop them off to us.
Okay.
We put them up in the park.
Oh, that's great. That's easy.
That works.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. pretty easy.
Okay, thank you.
And return it to you also?
Sure, I'd be glad
Okay.
to show you. Is that
All
okay?
right.
Should we do a motion for this, Mayor?
Here's your location.
We usually just put them in the park.
Okay. For Long Valley. Any questions or comments?
What's the event?
It's the Kentucky Derby, and we raise money for, obviously, the Boosters Association through, as appetizers and drinks and so forth.
Nice.
Sounds like fun.
Please come, I'll send out over to you guys too, love to have you.
Should we do a
We have
motion?
Motion to approve this placement of the banner by the Chagrin Falls Visitors.
So moved.
We have a second
Second.
discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The street commissioner's name is Tim Young. He'll take care of everything.
Thank you, and
Yeah.
thank you for all you do.
All right, thanks for coming.
Easy peasy.
The next is a very smart guy because he comes with food every time. Don Rice, this could be your last time, you think?
This is probably my last time,
Probably
and that's why I'm
last.
letting the assistant superintendent do the presentation. Potentially, he'll be my replacement, but that's up to the board to make that decision. I retire in the next year, so.
It has been wonderful having you come and frankly educate us on what you do.
Thank you.
So, Don, the
It's
floor
been a
is
pleasure
yours.
to serve, and it'll be good to turn it over and stop worrying about different things.
So who's going to speak?
Dave will speak.
Okay, Dave, name and address.
Yes, my name is Dave Carlson. My address is 12865 Woodside Drive in Chesterland. So thank you for having us tonight. I am here on behalf of Geauga County Board of Developmental Disabilities, better known as Metzenbaum Center. And as you guys are familiar, Don likes to come every year bearing gifts of candy and share some information about what it is that we do. Because we've been around for a long time, since the 60s, and we've changed a lot of what we've done over the years. So all of you have in front of you a blue and white sheet that gives you some of the numbers and the facts that I'll be sharing just briefly here with you. But we'd like to highlight a couple things. Last year, we served over 1,200 people in Geauga County. All of them are Geauga County residents, but we serve everyone from prenatal all the way up through end of life. And so right now, I think our youngest that we're supporting is a couple months old, and our oldest is 86 years old. And so I'll just kind of briefly go through all the different service areas. So starting with early intervention, we help all of the little babies and little toddlers, usually in their family homes, with a variety of therapies and supports. We have occupational therapists, speech language pathologists, physical therapists, developmental specialists who can come to the family home and help coach those parents and family members about how to best support your little kiddo with the developmental delays or disabilities. And then moving up from there, we have school-age supports. Over 200 children last year, almost 300 were eligible for those supports. We cover every single district in Geauga County as well, Chagrin Falls School District. And so we work with everybody sort of in a secondary role to the school districts. But then when it gets closer to graduation time, around age 14 or 15, we sort of come back into a leadership role where we're helping guide those conversations about what's going to come after graduation. Because for every student, and particularly for students with disabilities, those are big, big questions. And sometimes they can be kind of fraught with concern and issue. And so our team of experts is there to help kind of guide those conversations along to find the best fit for that student. And then after that, we're very proud that over the last decade and a half or so, we've seen tremendous growth in the amount of people that we help to have competitive jobs in the community. And so what that means is minimum wage or above. So everywhere that you go in your community, from retail establishments to restaurants to factories to educational settings, people that we support are employed. And that's a tremendous thing that we're proud of. Last year, 200 people that we support had minimum wage or better jobs. Another area that we help a lot of folks is in residential supports. And that's usually when parents of a person with this disability are either no longer able to care for their child or no longer around to care for their child. And we have over 200 people who receive residential supports, 300 if you include people that get sort of drop-in supports, just occasional supports. We also still have our residential facility at the Metzenbaum Center. It's the 4 houses that are right there on Cedar Road. Only 2 of them are occupied at the moment. But we're very proud of all the things that we're able to do, in particular with the community partnerships that we've been able to leverage. We have over 159 area businesses employing people that we support, and that's a tremendous asset to not only our team, but also the receptivity of the community to include people with disabilities in everything that they do. So for the rest of my time, I'll just say, do you have any questions?
What's your relationship with 2 Cafe in Chagrin Falls?
2 Cafes, there's a number of people that we also support. Our team is in regular contact with them. They're someone that has placed a lot of folks in competitive jobs, and it's a really great partnership.
Anybody else?
Will you be bringing candy like Don did?
I absolutely will.
Thanks for all your work. It's amazing work.
Yes.
Thank you very much for having us. We appreciate the time.
Thank you. Don?
It's been a pleasure to meet you all and get a
Thank you.
chance to
Absolutely.
work with you.
Good luck.
If you have any questions or if you run across anybody who needs help, please have them call us. I'm still around.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Can't believe it's been a year already.
Amazing.
Okay.
Thank you, that's really good.
The whole thing. Gary Hill, I see you sitting out there. As soon as you put that piece of candy in your mouth, I'm going to ask you if you'd like to speak to council tonight.
You know, I'm not on the agenda, but if you would indulge me, I've got a few comments I'd like to make.
Okay, give your address, please.
63 Maple Drive. And my first comment is for Chief Rizzo, and I've been gone for close to 10 days now in Florida. And in the past, many times I've been gone, and I use the residential watch program. Phenomenal. And I get an email every day that says everything's really good, and I know that you walk around the house or hit a spotlight, and neighbors say, oh yeah, we saw police at your house, it would be good. So I want to thank you very much for that.
We appreciate that.
And I think this is for Mr. Young, I don't know. Are you aware of all the plowing and so forth? And I just wanted to say that this winter has been a good snowy one, and I appreciate it. You guys did a really nice job out there by me, and especially because normally when I finish doing the driveway, the snowplow comes through. And this year, it seemed that timing was much better for me, so thank you very much for that as well.
The plan worked.
Thank you, Gary. Okay, we're at the mayor's report. At the last council meeting, I passed out some information on the Chagrin River Watershed Partners. Nothing new, we've been involved with them for many years. Their fee is a little less than $3,000. And I just wanted you to let you know they're still out, doing very fine. They will have an event this coming fall to celebrate their 30th year. Greg Student, one of our residents, is one of the founding, along with Mayor Bill Tomko. So they've been a very successful group. And unless you have questions about Chagrin River Watershed Partners, move on. We've had a lot of success. They've done a lot for us. Okay, next, you're flooded right now with letters from Chagrin Falls for our two senators, our state rep, two different topics. Going after the grant, they're asking us to approve all this. It's coming very quickly. You're probably looking at some of them that you haven't even seen yet. But basically, they ask us to support their efforts on the water issue. And basically, if you look at the water issue, Chagrin has the water wells in Bainbridge near Daisy Lane. The water flows down East Washington to Chagrin Falls and where they distribute it all over the place. Right now, that road we paved, I think it was 5 years ago. It now has 4 patches in it. On Sunday, the road was down to 1 lane at Ridgewood. So that basically that water line is just shut. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, Cleveland Clinic had to shut down because they did not have water. So I give Chagrin Falls credit for going after the grants that they are seeking. There's 3 different letters. Solicitor, anything else we need to mention about these letters? I think you could involve a little bit with them.
Honestly, I really haven't. These were all just letters of support that I was a recipient of on the email with you, Mayor. Just hoping that they could get these. I do know that the portals for all of these letters of support are opening, and they do need to have them back if we are inclined to so support. The system, though, does serve obviously part of South Russell. And so I think that that's part of the reason why they're reaching out to the actual communities in which this water system services.
Basically, in South Russell, from Daisy Lane, if you draw a line directly north up probably up in Laurel. Everything to the west has Chagrin Falls water. The rest of us are on wells. Let's go through one at a time if we can. I gotta dig through and dig these because they kept coming and coming. Okay, let's start if we can, if you can find it. It says March 3rd, the Honorable Bernie Marino. Does anybody have a problem with this letter?
Mayor, I don't have a problem with the letters. I would offer one comment, though. There are a bunch of villages mentioned, Chagrin, Moreland Hills, et cetera, South Russell, and sometimes it's not clear which village you're talking about. I think the village that's capitalized, like in the second paragraph of each of these letters, looks like the first line. If you specified Village of Chagrin or Chagrin Village, it might be a bit more clear. And that goes for all of the letters here because they're essentially the same with some minor modifications.
Okay,
For example, you define sanitary sewer overflow, SOOs, and that's proper. But in that second paragraph, the village water supply sources doesn't seem specific enough to me.
okay.
And in that next to last paragraph, it says the village has confirmed the upgrades. I think you're referring to Chagrin.
Yeah, this is Chagrin's letter.
Understood, but what I'm getting at is that where you use just village, sometimes it's not clear which village you're talking about because in the next paragraph, you talk about the village of South Russell.
Okay. I guess my thought on all three of these, to give me the liberty to make them sound a little better and a little more up for us. I can do this tonight because they want these tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So if you just pass a motion to allow me to make the changes, working with the fiscal officer, so we can get these to Chagrin. I know we checked on the word water main. I don't think that's correct, but if that's okay, can we do such a motion? Is that all right? We pass. We're gonna do all three of them at once. If you could just say the motion to approve the three letters tentatively presented to you. Give me the discretion to fix them up a little bit. Can we get a motion like that?
Just says your name on it, Mayor, so I don't know, do we have to approve it? It's
I
just
don't
your
know.
name?
I think it'd be wise
I mean, I
if we
think-
did.
Yeah,
It's an
okay.
expression of the village's desire that this project in Chagrin Falls goes through, which will
Sure.
help our residents
Sure.
over time.
I always wondered that too.
Yeah.
It came to me,
Yeah.
last time I sent one off before I even thought anything about it. But
Yeah.
you think it's best that we approve it?
Yes, I think Chagrin
Okay.
is looking for all of the councils of all these individual villages or the board of trustees to actually approve whoever it is that's going to authorize whoever it is to sign the letter, but yes, coming from the actual council.
So,
So a motion to authorize the mayor to submit 3 different letters to Senator Murtaugh, Representative Joyce, and Senator Houston on behalf, supporting on behalf of Chagrin Falls Village and their water and sewer system in the hopes of getting grant money. So moved.
we have a second.
Second.
Second discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. And I'll work on these. I got a couple things that bug me also. I don't think there's such a word as water. Water main's not a one. Okay, last thing, we've done Chagrin Valley Dispatch, we did the Chagrin Southeast Hazmat, Chagrin River Watersheds. Next, on March 16th, Danielle's going to talk about meter investments. On April the 6th, the USGS, United States Geological Survey, will be here to do a presentation on water quantity And since they have a new person, he also wants to talk about water quality. I think this is something that we should advertise to the community, to let them know that he'll be here at 7 o'clock. The previous presentations taken almost 20 minutes, but it's been a few years since we've had somebody, and we're having somebody new. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. And on April 20th, the chief's going to do the Valley Enforcement Group. That's it for the mayor. Questions of the mayor? Fiscal officer, you're up.
I distributed my report to mayor and council, and there was the state report that was filed in February, as well as the January financials. Additionally, I mentioned in my report that I did go to the program at the library regarding property taxes, and council members, Bell and Retzel were both there. It was a good meeting. As you've heard, there's a group trying to do away with property taxes. So it was a session to inform the public of what would happen if you truly did get rid of property taxes, because the proposal doesn't allow for another revenue source. So what would happen? So at that meeting, they said, and I agree, that, we have emergency operation plans if a tornado comes through or something big like that happens. But what's our emergency plan if we lose all our levies at the blink of an eye? So I think it's something I'm going to bring to finance and then figure out what we do, because I think we have to have an emergency plan in place in case this goes through, because unfortunately, oftentimes the public doesn't want to pay taxes, but they don't think about the ramifications of that. So I don't know if you guys have anything to add, but. No, I agree. Yeah, I think it's important. You should go to finance first, I would say.
I believe the League of Women Voters is holding 2 more sessions. It's probably different panelists, but it's worth the watch, the attendance.
League always used to do quality work. Did the people behave? Because when the Northeast Ohio mayors, it developed into chaos and people stormed out.
It got a little chaotic, and I think it's going to probably be what was it, the GT? Yeah, Jaga TV. And I don't know if it'll be on League of Women, but it was recorded, so I don't know if it was a little bit.
Just for those of you who are out there, this is something it's serious for our village. It is very serious for the school district and for the townships. And a lot of our colleagues work in townships. So it's something we're going to have to keep an eye on and make plans, as it's been mentioned here. Let's get this planned out so that we know what we're going to do.
I might add, if you can attend a forum, speak with Chuck Walder or Jim Falais's office. They were both there and did some nice presentations on it.
Questions of the fiscal officer? Finance Committee.
Finance Committee was March 12th at 3:15 p.m. here at the village. Subject to the comments of Councilman Cannon.
I have nothing to add, but thank you.
Questions of the Finance Committee? We are to the solicitor.
I have nothing to report.
Questions of the solicitor? Engineer, I think Danielle got the word out. He's down, he's got something, so we will not be here tonight. Street Commissioner.
I submitted my report, and I don't have a whole lot to add to that at all. If there's any questions. The only thing I will add is the survey crew that's currently working on Bell Road, I've gotten some calls about questioning what they're doing or what is going to be done. They said that they're going to be installing new gas lines, so that's what they're surveying for.
Where about are they surveying? On Bell?
Down West Bell.
West Bell, okay.
We, when the last, okay, we're still scarred from 2016 when the last gas line came in and the way it was done, and so let's keep an eye on this one too.
So most likely they'll directional bore is what they said. So,
okay, so
upsets to areas.
What streets are affected, Tim?
The surveyors just have been working up Bell.
But I'm talking about the side streets, like Laurel and.
They didn't say.
Okay.
They didn't get into detail with that.
Do we know how far east they're going?
They were all the way up by Gurney this morning,
Okay.
so.
West, I haven't seen them yet beyond the park.
Today they were by the Fox area.
Okay. I noticed, I mean, they're doing the depths of our manholes, you know. This could be, okay,
Yeah, we're keeping it.
we'll just keep an eye. Questions over Street Commission? Hearing none, Street Committee.
Street Committee met on February 26th after our packet deadline. I will note that we used the recorder at our meeting, and administrative assistant used some kind of magic AI to produce minutes you'll be seeing. I thought it did a really nice job. So I want to commend the staff for finding solutions to make everyone's life a little faster and easier. I appreciate that. Tim noted at our last meeting that we had our last delivery from our state salt contract. So everything's in the dome. We have about 700 tons right now.
Thereabouts.
School took some today,
They loaded today for this upcoming ice.
potential ice, so a little under 700 left. So hopefully that should get us through March and into next fall. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We talked about Bell Road East a little bit. This is an ODOT project, so we don't have as much control over when. And I think it's likely going to happen in calendar year 2027, not 2026, the way ODOT's rolling with this. Still a chance it could happen this year, but I think it's likely 2027, which we discussed. How do we approach the roads program this year? Do we pave something this year in addition or instead of Bell Road East? We haven't come to a conclusion yet as a committee, but that's on top of our mind. One thing that Tim did bring up, which is, I'm glad you did this, is that the culvert replacements that we're doing with pave. Now, we'll do that for the people on Bell Road, but because it's an ODOT project, they will not pave their aprons. So the committee believes it would be only fair to the residents to do what we do for every other road, is pave those aprons for them. So we might have to include that as part of our paving program next year as well. Don't recall, I think it was $2,000 a house, was that right?
Yeah.
We're looking at to do the aprons, so we do that times how many homes are likely to do it or do it. And we can get an estimate now. We talked about communicating with those people this year, maybe even getting ahead of the work if possible this year with their culvert pipes, but it's gonna be a big undertaking because there are quite a few homes on Bell Road East. So maybe it's a blessing that we have some time to do it.
Is this the contract that can only be awarded after July 1st this year?
Correct. So it's fiscal year 2027 for the state.
Okay.
And it's likely not going to happen until calendar year 2027, unless they can somehow squeeze it in this fall and it's still, the weather's still permitting and the asphalt plants are still open. I'm being really pessimistic about it because with the more emails I read and feedback, I don't think it's going to happen this calendar year.
You're talking about April, May, maybe,
Next year.
27.
Yes.
So timing the culvert replacements would be right before that presumably. So April of 27, you're forecasting.
And we'll have, this summer, we should know when the date's going to be.
Okay.
We should assign the dates.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, we're hamstrung a little bit because ODOT's leading the charge, but you know what? This would be a heck of a lot more expensive for the village taxpayers if we are doing it on our own. So I'm okay with, I think I take a few more months and we still get that financial support from NOACA. That's controversial. And the state. So additionally, we talked a little bit about Bell Road West. We asked the engineer, would an alternative opportunity for pedestrian traffic be to restripe the road and moving the stripes, adjusting them slightly, because we have such extra space from the widening 10 years ago on Bell Road. That's absolutely permissible. The engineer referred to it as, oh gosh, a road diet. That's right. Apparently this is kind. Tim did some initial work today around Rarick Cemetery and by the park on the south side. If we were to alter the lanes, we'd still have 10.5-foot lanes, and we'd have from curb to the end extra space 8 feet, which means we could actually have 5-foot pedestrian lane with a 3-foot buffer. Somehow use a buffer there. I don't know if it's painted or some other physical structure. I don't know. There's a lot to be considered there. You know, people walking against traffic, safety standpoint from the police chief, but it's an alternative to look into that would be more cost effective than $1.8 million to the taxpayers on this fall. So we're exploring it as an alternative. I don't know if it's a solution, but it's something to think about and look into. And I appreciate you taking the time to do a little marking today. So take a look around Rarick on the south side and closer to the park. The color, did you paint pink? White?
It has a parallel line, white mark with the yellow line and an H mark with an arrow heading back to the curb.
So that gives you how much space you have from the curb to the end of the workable area.
Correct.
Which I would think a buffer would be important. But we'll see, again. So that's all I have for the Streets Committee report. Anyone else from Councilman Berger or Councilwoman Rensel? No. Okay.
Questions of the street committee?
Tim, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Chris, when you're talking about the Rarick area,
Yes.
so the painting was done, the arrow points in, does that include the area of the steps?
So it goes from the curb
Yep.
of the road towards the center line. So not behind,
Oh.
nothing behind the curb.
Okay, so the
So
steps
that-
remain.
That would be exactly, the road would, it's laid out that Bell Road, the landscaping on the edges would be untouched. It would be purely paved.
Okay, thank you.
So, any other questions to the street committee? Hearing none, we're at the building committee.
Thank you very much, Mayor. With Councilwoman Kavanaugh out of state, I have nothing to report.
Questions of the building committee?
Okay, so I wanted to ask about, I'm sorry, I'll hold that for another time. Thank you.
Okay, just for the three department heads, I did talk to Tim Susta. I don't know if you've heard from him. I heard from him last week. This past weekend was the last time he'll be cleaning for a while, so we're on our own for a while. Chief, floor is yours.
Thank you, Mayor. I submitted a month-end report, and I am also working to complete multiple projects and upgrades that we have going on in the village. I'm also compiling an inventory for Gaudios. I wondered if the street department had a chance to approve those three items that we talked about. We did not. So I'd like to I'll have an inventory list next time, but we're going to need approval on some items in the street department. One of them is a brake rotor lathe, hydraulic system, defective hydraulic system. These are the major items. And then the police department's going to have body cameras from the original purchase, in-car camera systems, and miscellaneous parts. So I'll have an inventory list, but I will give the streets committee exactly what they need to approve from that department. Other than that, that's it.
Questions of the chief? Hearing none, safety committee.
Safety Committee will meet Thursday, March 19th, at our police station at 3:15 PM. That's all I have.
Questions of the safety committee?
Just one quick addition. I handed out before council a document. This is a proposed resolution from Russell Township to begin the investigation of a joint fire district. So there's nothing more to be done with that tonight, and just to be aware that it is something that is probably going to be discussed at Russell, and they will probably want to talk to us at some point. That's all I have.
Any other questions about the safety committee? HR committee.
HR committee will meet next Monday, March 9th at 8 a.m. I have a motion to acknowledge the resignation of the building department administrative assistant Ruth Griswold effective July 31st, 2026. So moved.
Second discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes.
Okay. The last council meeting, I handed out a motion regarding the village hiring process for new employees with a step-by-step. I am not sure, is council ready to move forward on that?
You want to wait till Ruth gets here?
I think we're good. So at this time, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the new village hiring process for new employees dated 2 March 2026. So moved.
Second.
Will
Discussion.
this, real quick, will this be, replacing what's in right now, the employee handbook?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this the one dated, February?
Yeah, it's a new, it's the same document,
Okay.
just updated.
All right. It's been moved and seconded. Discussion.
Just one thing, pre-employment testing, you're listing drug test, physical, psychological.
Mhm.
Traditionally, that's been the police department,
Mhm.
but I don't know that we've been doing that with the admin department or streets.
Okay, so in the line above that,
Yeah,
in parentheses, as determined by department.
okay,
So it's as each department thinks it's required.
okay. All right,
It's the discretion of the department heads.
can we say pre-employment testing at the discretion of the department head?
Sure.
Okay,
As amended?
So as amended.
Second? As amended.
Department.
We have a first and a second.
Any other questions? It's been moved and seconded and amended. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes.
sure.
That's all I have. So-
Okay, questions of the HR committee? Hearing none, the property committee.
Thank you very much, Mayor. I have been directed by Chairwoman Kavanaugh to yield property and parks to our streets.
So in the properties right now, the door company that is coming to replace the 6 doors on the front of the service garage will be starting that this week. They're hoping for tomorrow, Wednesday, to start, and then it'll take them about 2 days to do. CMG, I talked with them today. They're the contractor that's doing the new salt building. They will be out tomorrow afternoon to do survey, so they will set the benchmark and potentially line that up with a date to start pouring foundations and vertical work. So the Christmas lights, will be working on those, weather permitting, to get those down off the buildings and packed away for the season. Had to wait for the ground to kind of drop a little bit while they get settled down before we put a guy up in a lift 40 feet in the air. The garage organization throughout the whole entire service department is starting to show the flow of work being better and more fluid. So that's all I have.
Questions of the properties and parks committee? Hearing none, we are at the public utilities committee.
Public Utilities met on February 26th. I've been in contact with Geauga Soil and Water Consolidated District, asking them about the MS4 report. I provided the council tonight, prior to the meeting, a spreadsheet outlining the expenses, the costs of what has been done over the past several years, and the proposal from Geauga Soil and Water to go forward. So that needs to be discussed quickly, since we're under an April 1st deadline to file that report with the EPA.
Why is 2027 so much higher? For MS4 costs?
For Geauga Soil and
For
Water.
Geauga Soil and Water?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a worst-case estimate, let me say it this way. If Geauga Soil and Water were to do the full report, they would, their estimate was between $3,000 and $5,000, so I put the worst case down,
Okay.
it's 5,000. What they're proposing for 2026 is only to assist us in filing the report, literally having one of their employees come out and with us and go through. It's an online document that has to be filled out. They're saying between $500 and $1,000 for that day, which they think is reasonable to get the report filed. But we would have to look at data beforehand and come up with the information in order to file that report. So it's an unknown at this point.
Can I just clarify that the Sugar River watershed, the annual costs are dues with them, or?
Is the dues, right?
And the 6172 is the MS4
Is the
itself?
proposal that we have to file the report.
Okay, thank you.
So we need to decide this issue at the March 19th council meeting, which means we need a Public Utilities Committee meeting presumably before then to discuss this in detail.
Absolutely.
Will they
And
have enough time?
I'm sorry?
I don't mean to interrupt. Will they have enough time? Because it has to be filed by April 1st, if you discuss it on March 19th.
Well, we've waited this long. It's, correct me if I'm wrong, like 3 weeks away. So that's a pretty tight timeline. I recall getting an extension at least once before.
No, we got slapped.
Did we?
We missed a year.
When we self-extended and we got slapped?
No, we didn't get it in.
Okay,
Is
so
the next council meeting the 16th?
16th.
16th, sorry, I
No, I
misread
just
that.
want to make sure.
I would be happy to call Geauga Soil tomorrow and find out what the issue would be for extension. And if not, then we will move quickly to have another public utilities meeting and get this solved.
Okay, so were we planning on streets and public utilities back to back because of the engineer and that
Yeah,
kind
it
of
would be
thing?
helpful to talk to the engineer and find out his health status, to have him in the room. Because no matter what we do, Verdantis has been involved, CT Verdantis
Yeah.
has been involved in documentation for
Yeah.
this report. So we need to make sure that whatever we ask them to do, they can manage that.
It seemed like Geauga Soil and Water had a lot of questions from the email exchanges.
They certainly did. But they do all the townships in the county, and they provide a consolidated report for the townships to the EPA.
Okay.
So, I mean, they felt very comfortable that they could help us to get this done.
Okay.
If they can get it done on time, this is significant savings.
So,
So do we want to have a public utilities streets meeting between now and the 16th?
my schedule is open.
We just had one and discussed it. We did discuss it, that it's more cost effective, they're more experienced doing the report, Geauga Soil and Water.
So
We just
streets
had it
committee
the other day.
recommendation is to go with Geauga Soil and Water.
PUC,
Public utilities.
Public Utilities.
Okay, I'm behind the step then.
Is there an agreement?
Not from Geauga Soil and Water, I have to get one.
Okay.
So
Okay,
if you want me to ask for the agreement, I'll get one.
I think we should.
Okay? I'll do it tomorrow.
Do we need a motion, solicitor?
No, I mean, we can let's get the agreement, then we can review it, and then we can have it ready for, you said the 16th would.
Yes.
Yeah.
And don't even think about having an indemnification clause in there,
I'm sure they
okay?
don't.
We'll do that.
Public utilities, you're rolling.
That's it.
Questions of the Public Utilities Committee? Hearing none, we're at Safe Bicycle and Pedestrian Transport Committee.
Bicycle and pedestrian will meet this Friday, March the 6th at 7:30 a.m. here in Village Hall. Councilwoman Renzel, do you have anything to add?
Oh, yeah, we invite the community and people who are interested in being on the committee, we would like 2 voting members. So we hope to get some community action that early in the morning.
Yeah, I hope so. We did send a call to action from all the people on the email list, so hopefully some people will show up when it's early. So,
Questions of the Safe Bicycle Pedestrian Transportation Committee? Hearing none, we are at the Administrative Technology Committee.
We'll meet March 9th at 7 a.m. That's next Monday, bright and early. I passed out to you a motion document called Transparency Council and Committee Minutes. This document is to memorialize our process for taking minutes that we are attempting with committee minutes to record each committee and have it processed. As Councilman Bell pointed out, we worked really well for safety and PUC last week, and we would hope to do that on a continuing basis. But that we don't have the technology available to be able to broadcast across our YouTube channel for all the committees, it's not convenient to meet here in the hall. So we express that and briefly suggest that we will review the policy in February of 2027 and update it as necessary. Is council prepared to move forward on the motion?
Yeah, prepared.
Okay.
Just really quick, sorry.
Yep.
I know the fiscal officer had some concerns on this policy with respect to kind of how we would, with respect to kind of OpenAI issue with ChatGPT and some of the terms of use with respect to, because it does require, or kind of says, hey, we'll be using AI assistants to, create the final record. I thought there were some concerns that this was going to be reviewed again.
We can do that, we can postpone and review it again, that's not a problem with the next
Can we,
admin and tech.
yeah, next week, and it'll be ready for the 16th.
It's fine, I'm just trying to prepare it around.
Thank you.
So, with that, that's all admin and tech now.
Okay, agenda approval.
Oh, I apologize. So, there is an ordinance before you. Solicitor, help me.
Sure.
I added it to the agenda, it's the last under the ordinances.
Okay,
But you can explain it.
I've done both.
There's one enacting a new subsection.
Right, and then
The other is
there's one,
that corrects or kind of makes it consistent with when the item should be kind of presented to be included on the agenda.
okay,
And that is
so do we want to do this now as part of ordinance?
up to you. They're both on the ordinances list now.
So let's go to the ordinance. Start on the-
Okay.
Any other questions of the Administration Technology Committee? All right, we are now flip the page, we're at ordinance and resolutions. Ordinance issue.
Second reading of an ordinance requesting the county auditor to certify to the taxing authority the total tax valuation of the subdivision and the dollar amount of revenue that would be generated by a specific number of mills and declaring an emergency road and bridge.
Second reading, okay. Next one deals with communication, HR.
Introducing ordinance amending section 220.02G of the Village of South Russell's codified ordinances as to addressing council through oral communications and declaring an emergency, waive further readings.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, roll call.
Porter,
Aye.
Renzel,
Aye.
Bell,
Aye.
Berger,
Aye.
Canton.
Aye.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Porter,
Aye.
Renzel,
Aye.
Bell,
Aye.
Berger,
Aye.
Canton.
Aye.
Ordinance passes. Next one,
Introducing, no, sorry, this is, yeah, I
Streets.
apologize.
Well, actually, it's road culvert replacement. Isn't this the public utilities stormwater thing?
Yes.
somebody run with it.
I'll run with it. I'd like to introduce and consider for adoption an ordinance approving work order 2A to the master services agreement for professional consulting services with Verdantis for additional project management work performed by Verdantis related to the Hemlock Road Culvert Replacement Project in an amount not to exceed $5,500, authorizing the mayor to execute work order 2A on behalf of the village, declaring emergency, waive further readings.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, roll call.
Porter,
Aye.
Renzel,
Aye.
Bell,
Aye.
Berger,
Aye.
Canton.
Aye.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Porter,
Aye.
Renzel,
Aye.
Bell,
Aye.
Berger,
Aye.
Canton.
Aye.
Ordinance passes.
Now we have the second section of the, okay, introduce an ordinance enacting new subsection D to section 0.04 of the Village of South Russell's codified ordinances to establish the procedure for the approved agenda for council meetings, declaring an emergency, waive further reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Porter.
Aye.
Renzo.
Aye.
Bell.
Aye.
Berger.
Aye.
Canton.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Porter.
Aye.
Renzo.
Aye.
Bell.
Aye.
Berger.
Aye.
Canton.
Ordinance passes. Payment list.
Motion to ratify the payment register of 22726 in the amount of $68,496.27.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. New other. Danielle, do you want to go?
Porter.
Are we going to talk about committee assignments tonight? Chris?
Yeah, that's fine. I handed out the same document. I didn't know if anybody had any concerns. I talked to Councilwoman Kavanaugh. She was fine with moving from public utilities to the bike pedestrian safety.
She's still out this week, all week, right? Okay.
Is this an ordinance, Solicitor?
No.
It's just a
This is not
motion?
an ordinance, correct.
Okay.
Do I have a motion?
Sure, I'll make the motion. For the Properties Committee, that the chair would be Councilwoman Kavanaugh with Councilman Canton and Councilwoman Rensel. For Human Resources, would stay the same as before. For Finance, instead of former Councilwoman Alexander, Councilman Porter would take her place. And for Streets, to remain the same as before. For Safety, Councilwoman Alexander would be, former Councilwoman Alexander would be replaced by Councilman Porter on the Safety Committee. And for Public Utilities, Councilman Berger would be replaced by Councilman Porter, and as chair for that particular committee, that Councilwoman Kavanaugh would come off that committee, replaced by Councilman Berger, and that Councilwoman Rensel would remain on Public Utilities. Building Committee would stay the same, except that it would have 2 members instead of 3. Is that correct, Chris?
You should be on building. Sorry, that's a mistake.
I should be on Building?
Yeah.
Okay. So that former Councilwoman Alexander would be replaced by Councilman Porter on the Building Committee. And for Bike Pedestrian Safety, the chair would remain Councilman Bell. On that committee as well would be Councilwoman Rensel, and former Councilwoman Alexander would be replaced by Councilwoman Kavanaugh. And on the Admin Technology, Councilman Berger would remain the chair. Former Councilwoman Alexander would be replaced by Councilman Porter, and Councilman Bell would remain on that committee. So moved.
Second.
Changes, just in your summaries, committee's Porter would have 5 now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, it's been moved to second discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Committee assignments are finished. Okay, we need a motion to approve the following absences of elected officials from council. Who would like to make that motion? Somebody.
I'll make the motion that Councilman Canton be excused on the March 16, 2026 meeting. Could Councilman Berger be excused? We don't have to do these individually, do we, Solicitor? We do? Okay.
No, we don't.
Oh. Councilman Berger would be excused on April 6, 2026 and April 20th, 2026. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Wait,
Whoop,
hold on.
wait.
We have one eye.
Yeah, you need to do that.
I just heard
So
it.
we get both.
Come on, use your outdoor voices.
Yeah.
My brain is still processing.
Aye.
Opposed?
Just think of Italy.
Hearing none, the motion passes. Now Danielle, you're up again for new other.
Okay, before we get to new other, I just want to make sure that if we're going to have on the agenda for the next meeting legislation for Geauga Soil and Water, that's going to
Yeah.
require 5 to waive readings. So we have Councilman Canton will not be there, so everybody else needs to be at that meeting. If
Good
not,
catch.
we'll have to have a special.
Agreed. So let's set a date for public utilities, if that's okay with folks. Let's see. How about either this Thursday, the 5th, or the following Thursday, the 12th? And do people prefer morning or afternoon or evening?
I think the evening has been working pretty well. No?
Okay,
It's up to,
Do you want to do streets on the same day?
you can, sure. I mean, if you want to have one at 5:30 and one at 6:30,
That way Eric doesn't have to come out twice. Right. 5th and 12th are both good for me.
okay.
I can only do 12.
You can do the 12th?
I can't do the 5th.
Okay.
Can't do the 5th, so the 12th is the right one. Chris, you okay with
yeah,
that?
I'm good.
Okay,
And at what time?
Streets at 5:30, public utilities at 6:30?
yes.
Okay, and that'll,
At the street department.
thank you. And if anybody else is going to miss the meeting on the 16th, you're gonna need to let me know ASAP. As soon as you know, just in case, because then we have to have a special meeting.
With that same, is Councilwoman Renzel, are you out on the 20th of April?
Yes,
I
so we
remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So we're
so
only
there's
up
two
to-
of us missing the 20th. So, if that meeting needs to be moved or, later, or, I'm just saying, that's gonna be tough with only 4.
I mean, there's only 4, so
Something to think about.
that would be me, Jerry, Chris, and Ruth.
Yeah.
we have a quorum to have a meeting, but you would not be able to waive anything. I don't know when,
Yeah, you'd have to be unanimous to pass anything too, correct, Solicitor?
Just four to pass, but actually to waive everything.
No, what I'm saying is we can't, with 4 in attendance, we can't waive anything.
You can't waive, correct.
But we can pass, but we need all 4.
And we can introduce.
Correct. So
All right.
let's say it's on third reading, then four, obviously.
Yeah, we might want to reschedule that April 20th one.
Something to think about.
Okay,
okay, so for new other, Porter,
none.
Renzel,
None.
Bell,
None.
Berger,
None.
Canton.
None.
I have a motion to adjourn. The clock is correct. 8:02.
So moved.
Moved by Bell, seconded by Porter. All those in favor say aye.
Code.
Adjourned at 8:02.